Right, welcome everyone to the Simon Show. Today, it's the day Mourinho spoke, and therefore it is the day of Mourinho's press conference analysis / reaction of before the match against Zorya Luhansk in the Europa Conference League. Now, this is the second match. Obviously, if anyone missed the first match, Roma won 5-1 at home against CSKA Sofia. And now for the second match, they fly to cold, damp, freezing Ukraine to play against Zorya Luhansk. Now it's interesting because in this area, managers are used to speak by themselves. It's just them. But in these tournaments, for example, the Europa Conference League, Mourinho actually spoke with Shomurodov next to him. So Shomurodov got asked some questions as well. But I'm going to focus on Mourinho more than Shomurodov in this video. And yeah, without further ado, let's get cracking with the first question that journalist asked Mourinho, which is... let me just get my document I wrote. The first question is about tomorrow. Now, we've got a good variety of questions. We've got journalists asking Mourinho about the derby. We've got journalists asking Mourinho about the objective of the Europa Conference League, because I truly believe this is a tournament that Roma can win. I think it can be one of the objectives of this season. So I don't think these matches need to be underestimated, but we'll see what Mourinho thinks. But the first question is, what opponent do you imagine for tomorrow? And Mourinho said, we analysed what was possible to analyse. We have seen their Europa League preliminaries, games against Bodo Glimt and the main league games. We do not know if they will change anything tomorrow. They play with a very well worked 4-4-2 fixed module and the team is organised. It will put us in trouble. We want to win. This is the goal. But it is a team that with its organisation can put us in difficulty. Now, I think we're getting an impression that Mourinho is and has been preparing this match the best way possible. Now, I can see a couple of reasons of why this is the case. Obviously, first of all, a win tomorrow is key to consolidate a position, a first league table position in this small group stage in the Europa Conference League. And that's the first reason. The second reason of why the 3 points are key tomorrow is to bounce the morale of the players and of the fans after the loss and the defeat against Lazio. And third of all, I think it's good. It's a good challenge because I think the objective for Roma tomorrow, as well as the win, is not to concede. In fact, yesterday, Alex predicted a 3-1 Roma win. I predicted a 2-0 Roma win. I think if Roma do not concede tomorrow and do not concede on Sunday against Empoli, they can prepare the best way possible for the hell part of the season, which is Juventus, AC Milan and Napoli at the same time consecutively. That will be a banger, and Roma need to prepare the best way possible. So a win tomorrow can be key to link everything together, and Mourinho is preparing this. We have seen their Europa League preliminaries, games against Bodo Glimt, which they lost 3-0 if I'm not mistaken, and their main league matches. Now, fairly speaking, who watches the Ukrainian league unless you're Ukrainian? And this just puts to mind that they want the win tomorrow, and they have spent a lot of time examining Zorya Luhansk, how they play. And Mourinho said it. They always play with a fixed 4-4-2 module. This team is organised. It can put us off. It can cause us trouble. But they've prepared this the best way possible, and they are going to get the win. Now, obviously, this is something I ask before watch-alongs. So, speaking about watch-alongs, stay tuned tomorrow because at 6:45 Italian time, 5:45 UK time, or wherever you're from, you can figure it out. Come over at the Simon Show because there will be Zorya Luhansk against AS Roma watch-along. It's something I ask there, but I'm going to get your 24 hours pre-score prediction in the live chat right now because Mourinho told us in this press conference that Veretout and Karsdorp, did not get a call for this match. Veretout, in my opinion, would have been started in any case. But Karsdorp is not available. This means that Reynolds will have to play. And it will be a big test for him. So, pre-day score predictions in the live chat. I'm going to ask this tomorrow as well. But let's get your 24-hour pre-predictions, right? So we got an impression of how the team and Mourinho prepared for this match. And the second question still links to this tournament, the Europa Conference League. It doesn't link too much with Zorya Luhansk. And this is the question which in my opinion... Oh, I just closed the tab. Let me reopen it. This is the question which I am very curious to know Mourinho answered. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there will be curious about. A journalist asked Mourinho, do you have reasons, and is the Europa Conference League an objective? This is very curious. Pay attention to what he said. Of course, competitions gives you motivation. If you ask me, obviously, I prefer to win the Champions League than the Conference League. I have to be honest. But we are participating in the Europa Conference League, and we have to try and win it. There is still a long way to go. The goal at the moment is not the trophy, but to win tomorrow and finish first in the group. Now, interesting, once again, yes. We can summarize that quote in a yes. This tournament is an objective for Mourinho. Mourinho wants to win this. Mourinho wants to win something. And I think the Serie A will be hard to win in this first year. Therefore, the Europa Conference League and the Coppa Italia are left. And the Europa Conference League, in my opinion, is a massive, massive objective for AS Roma this season. And I do expect good performances. But this is, Mourinho said something incredible, spot on. Because he said there is still a long way to go. The goal at the moment is not the trophy. The trophy is in May. We can forget about the trophy right now. But to win tomorrow and finish first in the group. And this is interesting because this is what I think football is about. I think Chelsea, Manchester City are great clubs, but are also clubs which I think prepare and focus on a Champions League win, potential win, too early. In my opinion, the trophies, obviously it's good. It's good to have objectives. I'm gonna win the Europa Conference League this season. But it's just too easy for someone to go, I'm going to win the Europa Conference League this season. To win the Europa Conference League this season, it's all a matter of steps. And Mourinho is describing this the best way possible. The objective now is not the trophy. The objective now is to win tomorrow's match and to build those steps. And if we win tomorrow, our next objective is still not the trophy. It's to get first in the group stage of this Europa Conference League. And that's the next step. I believe, and I strongly believe, that is how football works. Step by step by step, the results will come. But if someone starts thinking about the win in May, you're not going to get far. Because it's all a matter of steps, in my opinion. And he described this the best way possible. Obviously, it's not the Champions League. Obviously, it's not the Europa League. It's the Europa Conference League. And if they created this Europa Conference League, there's a reason behind that. So, yes, I prefer winning the Champions League, but I can't do anything about it. My club, AS Roma, is in the Europa Conference League. Let's win it. However, to win it, we need to take steps. We can't just think about lifting that trophy in May when we are almost about to hit October. It's too early. So that was a good answer in my opinion for Mourinho. But, hypothetically and in brackets, we can put that as a yes. Mourinho believes in a Europa League, in a Europa Conference League win. And it is Roma's objective this season. Now, the next question is, Roma are the favourites for tomorrow night, but is it possible that you will encounter difficulties? Mourinho said, this favourite thing in today's football in Europe is complex. Today, every country and every team has potential and organisation. There are no longer such great differences between countries. I've also, played many times in Ukraine with Inter Milan, Chelsea and Manchester United. Roma will be the fourth different one I play with here, and it has never been an easy match. With Inter, we won at the last minute. With Chelsea, we drew 0-0, while with Manchester, we beat Zorya 1-0. The game has never been easy. Tomorrow, it will not be easy. The team is organized with a fixed 4-4-2, and the players know what they have to do. We will have to be focused because the game is not easy. And I think the first statement he said, saying today every country and every team has potential and organization, is absolutely right. Look at Sheriff Tiraspol beating Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. I bet you no one, and I mean not one single person who loves betting, placed money on Sheriff Tiraspol to win at the new Bernabeu. No one would have said that. And that yet is the beauty of football. So, yes, once again, Roma are the favourites tomorrow. Roma are the favourites tomorrow. Roma, if you look at the bookies, Roma is the favourite tomorrow. If you ask me, place some money on one club to bet, Roma, all the way. I'm not disposed to lose my money. But at the same time, Mourinho's right when he says, today every country and every team has potential and organization. So I do expect a tough match under Ukraine's cold. It will be tough. And every match is tough. It will be very, very tough. But it will be the way Roma will react after the derby. It will be the way Roma, respond to Zorya Luhansk. Because, there are statistics showing us that Zorya Luhansk has put Mourinho on a lot of trouble when he was a manager. 0-0 with Chelsea. Manchester United beat Zorya just 1-0 when Mourinho was a manager. Chelsea beat Zorya 1-0. It will be a tough game. And I would be very curious to see if Roma's Mourinho continues the streak of tough matches against Zorya Luhansk, or if it will be easier. Now, I think this will be a tough match, and it will be a match which I think, if a win won't come, will be very tough. Wait, let me phrase this better. If a win won't come tomorrow, it's not just bad for the Europa Conference League table. It is bad for the tiredness of players. Because Roma this morning took a plane to Ukraine, which is not, it's not nearby. It's not like, okay, I'm going to get a metro and I'm there in Ukraine. It's getting an airplane. Tomorrow, Thursday, Roma plays. And to be fair, Roma's lucky that they're playing earlier, that they're playing at 6:45 Italian time and not 9 p.m. Italian time. Because it means that, hypothetically, Roma can fly back to Rome the same evening. And that, in my opinion, is key. Because if Roma wait until the next day, which is a Friday, to come back, it means that Friday, it's the day, it's the day you're back in Rome. Saturday, the players will still be tired. And Sunday, you already play against Empoli. Tomorrow, not just a win is key. Tomorrow, something else, which I think not many of us are acknowledging, is Roma need to get back to Rome immediately after that match, or it will be bloody hell. It will be similar to hell, playing matches after matches, and these players are not used to it. They'll get tired immediately. So they are a team which can cause difficulties. But obviously, if at the start, Roma are the favorites. Now the next question is something about the lineup. Will you change stuff? Will you field the second team? And Mourinho said, changes are one thing. The second team is another. There is no concept of a second team, and I am not going to change many players either. Big statement. I am not going to change many players either. Obviously, we need to rest some players, and at the same time, we must give the opportunity to those who have played less. We come with a strong team, and the goal is to win the game. And this is where we all get surprised. Because if you were present yesterday during me and Alex's predicted 11 for this match, you might remember that both of us predicted some changes. I think I predicted Diawara to play. I predicted Borja Mayoral to play. Alex predicted, I think, was it Reynolds or someone like Reynolds to play? And Mourinho just told us, I am not going to change many players either. And this links back to what he said in another press conference. At the start of the season, I'm not changing many players because they need to get their rhythm. And I agree with that, but at the same time, I do think some changes are necessary. We come with a strong team and the goal is to win. Now, he didn't say that he will start every top player he has. There will be some changes, but let's expect some top players to start. Eyes on Pellegrini, who didn't play against Lazio and will definitely be playing tomorrow, in my opinion. So we got an overview about the lineup. And then more about Zorya. Little is known about Zorya Luhansk. What do you expect? We know a lot. That's controversial. Journalist said little is known about Zorya. Mourinho said we know a lot. If it doesn't change, and we don't think so, because we have seen the Conference League matches. They will play with a very close diamond 4-4-2. Their physicality, but they know how to use the typical Russian or Ukrainian counterattack well. An intense team. They play well. The result against Bodo is false due to the way the game developed. The pitch is good. I have already played in Ukraine in December with very cold and ice in difficult fields. But this is perfect, as well as the temperature of 10-12 degrees. So, something important. It won't be freezing. It will be 10 to 12 degrees, which is not bad. It's actually, it's pleasant to play with 10, 12 degrees Celsius. But they are a team which will adopt a lot of Russian and Ukrainian style counterattacks. And I'm not really sure what Mourinho means about that, but we'll leave that. That's Mourinho's. I'm here to follow Roma, to give you guys an insight how Zorya Luhansk will play and the typical Russian or Ukrainian counterattack that Mourinho mentioned. That's his job. That's not me. And they are and also he thinks that the match against Bodo Glimt, I think Bodo Glimt, sort of battered Zorya. Let's check. I don't want to say random stuff, but Bodo Glimt beat Zorya 3-1, sort of battering. So he said that despite that loss, Zorya Luhansk wasn't that bad. It's far away. Ukraine is far away. The weather can be appalling. It won't be that bad when we play. But once again, this will be a tough match because they are an aggressive team. They will play with a close 4-4-2. They're used to that 4-4-2. They will know how to play in that 4-4-2. And with that 4-4-2, they can create problems for Mourinho and for AS Roma. So we got a little insight of more insight of Zorya Luhansk. Right, and then we've got the two last questions are about the derby. Very curious to see of how Mourinho will answer these. But before, let's read some comments. What happened with the translator at the presser? Seems like she had a nightmare. I didn't actually see that, mate. I just watched the press conference and then take notes on it. But that's weird because I haven't noticed anything. After Mourinho's press conference after Lazio, every journalist should be scared. Mourinho knows that the Conference League is within the reach of his team and winning will keep the square quiet. Absolutely right. The Conference League is something this club needs to focus on. Okay, it might be a bullshit tournament, but you need to acknowledge that it is, if not, one of the few objectives, if not the only objective of this club this season. If they want to try and win something. But the first question about the derby is, how did you see the players after the derby? I saw them well. For us, the game is over when it's over. We can't win. There's nothing to be done. What we have to do is win the next one, tomorrow. Simple. Quick, simple quote. The players are fine. We lost this match. Don't make it a tremendous deal. We lost. We can't do anything. We'll bounce back and we'll win tomorrow. Objective is tomorrow. 5 points, in my opinion, 5 words which, built up this quote. Okay, players are good. We lost against Lazio. Don't make that a big deal. We'll bounce back and we'll win tomorrow. Those 5 statements need to, especially the last ones, winning tomorrow, need to become reality. A win tomorrow is key. Key. K-E, Why? Now, the last question is interesting because it's about the other bullshitty manager of the other side of Rome. Sarri said that the penalty on Zaniolo was offside. Now, I got many messages saying my opinion on the penalties, and I will say this right now. The penalty that the referee gave Zaniolo, which then Veretout scored, was never a penalty in my opinion. Never. But I think the ref gave that as a compromise because he didn't give the first one. To be fair, I need to, after seeing Sarri saying that it was offside, I need to rewatch that again. I wasn't too sure on that. But the first one, in my opinion, was much more clear penalty than the second one. Right, let's see what Mourinho thinks about Sarri criticizing Zaniolo's non-given penalty. I don't want to say anything. The only thing I can say is that beyond the result and the episodes we played... I don't want to say anything. The only thing I can say is that beyond the result and the episodes, we played 5 games at the Olimpico, 3 of which in the league and this against Lazio. The game where we dominated the most and put our opponent in difficulty was this one. It was a game in which my team felt bigger and the opponent felt smaller. What matters is the result. We have accepted the game. And I'm not sure if this is a savage thing, as a Mourinho typical savage moment, but he said, we put our opponent, my team felt bigger and the opponent looked smaller. He's right when he says Roma dominated this. He is right, because Roma did dominate that. Lazio did play better when it comes to, concretizing and finishing. But Roma's possession, and Roma had more attempts, Roma dominated it. And I think a draw would have been the perfect result for that match. But at the end of the day, he says, what matters is the result. We have accepted the game. Because I think, this is me as well, so I'm going to blame myself after this. I think I realized this now, but I made a bit too much of a deal after that loss. And it's good and bad at the same time. It's good because you want your team to win every single match, to push your team forward, to beat your rivals. But at the same time, not such big of a deal should be made. Because at the end of the day, okay, we lost, we accepted the game. We'll bounce back, we will. That's what Mourinho is trying to explain to us. We will bounce back. We'll build on this now. We've got the base of our tree, and now we plant the seeds, and we grow again. So, that's what Mourinho is trying to say. But yeah, lads, this was a quick overview of Mourinho's press conference before the match against Zorya Luhansk. We got impressions of the derby on Sunday. We got impressions of what opponent Roma will be facing tomorrow. We also got some impressions of how Mourinho will play tomorrow, because he said not many changes will occur, and that's very interesting. Because another very interesting thing is that Karsdorp did not get a call. Let's expect Reynolds to have a good impact, hopefully, to the game. But, right, let's see the last. We have to beat Lazio with trophies on the board, definitely. We can't let them beat us. I remember an old interview from Totti back in the early 2000s, and he said that the first goal for Italy national team is to reach the semi-finals in every competition. Love the confidence. Totti. Totti's enjoying life at Disneyland Paris right now. Not gonna lie, I'd rather be there instead of him, but good old deserved break. Mu will fix the defense with time. Hopefully he will. The derby is not everything after all. Yeah, it's not everything. We will bounce back, I'm sure about that. But obviously, a win against Lazio would have been amazing. But, we will bounce back. And Mourinho's making this clear. We will build on these errors. So, I do expect some good results. But yeah, lads, tomorrow, watch along for Zorya Luhansk. What is it? It's 6:45 p.m. Italian time. 5:45 p.m. English time. And I think in America it will be in the morning. And then, I'm not sure where you're from. Just figure out the zone. Don't remember do remember that there will be a live watch along tomorrow, so stay tuned, set a reminder on your calendars. And yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe, like this live stream as soon as it becomes a video, comment down below your impressions of this press conference, and if you have time, follow me on Instagram at Lower Scoreless Simon Show. I invite you to go watch some Champions League football tonight. Go watch Juventus getting battered by Chelsea, in my opinion. We'll see how that goes. Up the Roma tomorrow. I hope to see you, each and every one of you guys, back here tomorrow. Good night. Take care. Forza and Die Roma. Like Alex does. I don't have my Roma shirt, but Alex, you know, you're the legend here. Right, I'll catch you there. Simon out.